Hello, guys and gals, and this is another Vlog Friday. And I always try to start the video with a different little thought. Um, that's different from these 6 points. Okay, these 6 points here that are usually what I talk about, and we will get into those because I always talk about those basically every single time because they are important. Um, Anyways, point this time is basically motive and intent. And what I mean by that is I don't really mean motive or intent in the terms of anything criminal. Basically, someone who cuts you off in traffic probably didn't do it on purpose. They were probably just in a hurry. Someone who I don't know, maybe typically people don't offend people outright, or even with that intention. It's just about how we perceive everything. The person who takes too long at the checkout line. They're not doing it just to annoy you. Typically that is the case. So it's nice it's good to have the right mindset when coming to when talking about these inconveniences. Typically, well, it's been my experience that people have the best intentions usually, but I don't know. We just have to. It's just really easy to offend people these days, and I really don't push the borders at all with my channel because I don't know. I like to basically stay family friendly and all that, but it's just really easy to and to a certain extent we've cut down on that. We've made everything politically correct and stuff like that to cut down on people taking offense to things. And I'm not sure what I think about that, to be honest. But anyways, we're going to go on into this. Depending on how we feel, sometimes it can seem like people annoy us more than usual. And it's just always good to be mindful of that because we can't really know what a person's true intention is. Anyways, different note before we actually go into this is, I bought this the other day. Come here. And Jess, I will do a review of this thing. I already have done a review of this. It just hasn't gone live yet. What I really like most about this particular plush is, if you look at the wings, the webbing isn't all the way through, which is really, really realistic. I think that, and it's really nicely made. And the front and the back feet are different instead of using the same feet for both, the same pattern. That's really awesome. Anyways, we are going to okay, when you're feeling depressed, which it's easy to be depressed when things are the way they are today, this day and age. Anyways, one thing you can do is to do something you enjoy at least once a day. You have to make sure it's legal. I don't condone doing anything that's illegal because, well, laws are there for a reason. Anyways, that can be if your dietary requirements allow it. You don't have any dietary restrictions that disallow it. Maybe you could have a cookie, a brownie, do a word search or a color by number. Speaking of color by numbers, I do those once in a while. I haven't recently, but I need to pick that back up. Anyways, so yeah, sometimes treating yourself to something nice will make you feel better. But that's basically treating the symptoms, not the cause. Number two, it's really important to know that there's always someone who cares because especially in this age where everything is digital and you can have like millions of friends on a social networking platform or something. You can still feel alone because I think society by nature tends to alienate people, subjugate people, and stuff like that. Um, and it's easy to forget that, it's easy to feel that nobody cares, especially like if your video gets a bunch of negative comments or a bunch of down views, or if, I don't know exactly how posts work on Facebook anymore, but if you get a bunch of negative comments on Facebook and so that, it's easy to make you think that nobody cares, but that just simply isn't true. It can make the world of difference if you know that somebody cares. Um, Number three is really also important. If you're suffering from an affliction, there is no shame in seeking help. And that this mainly is aimed at mental illness, but it can also go towards physical illness. But basically, there are some mental conditions that you basically have to have medicine for in order for them to, be treated properly. And so, I mean, like paranoid schizophrenia, borderline, what's it called, bipolar. Those you basically need medication just to cope. Now, there are some conditions like depression, which everybody goes through depression. I mean, come on, especially this day and age. But and I think that with like a diet and stuff like that, it's treatable. And I admire people that can do that, that can actually treat their depression like that, because it's not easy. It's not easy to cope sometimes. Number four is no matter how bad things get, there's always hope, and that's also something else to remember. It links back to number two, that someone always cares. There's always hope, no matter how bad things get. Basically, as I always say, happiness is basically situational. It's based on our situations, not based on. Like for example, if someone, like I said earlier, cuts you off in traffic, that can basically ruin your day. I don't know, it depends on your mindset. But if you have joy, then you're more likely to shrug that off. And it's just what was we? Oh yeah. There's always hope. I mean, things will get better the next day. If not, then the next day. It's always good to keep hope in your heart, because things do tend to get better. And then some people say unless they get worse, but that's kind of not really positive thinking. I should put one of these things should probably be always think positive thoughts. But anyways, maybe that'll be number 7. Let's see. But yeah, always remember that to have hope, because that is always important. Anyways, number 5, we have societal labels and tags. I know I misspelled societal there, and that has always bothered me. I think I misspelled it anyways. Societal labels and tags are pointless. People are people, and that is something else to take into effect if someone seems to wrong us in our own minds anyways. It's easy to not think of them as people anymore if you're mad at somebody, or something like that. It's really, really easy to forget that they're human. And everyone makes mistakes. I mean, no one's perfect. I know I'm sure not. But anyways. And I personally feel that societal tags are basically you put someone into a box that they don't really belong in. I mean, even if the tag is true, still tagging someone like that is kind of, I don't know, kind of rude, or tends to subjugate people. And yeah, I don't really like societal tags. I mean, of course, there are tags for about everything, but it's just, I don't know. I know there's racial tags, which we're not going to go into. That one country guy, Morgan somebody or another, had a racial slur in one of his songs, and now everybody hates him or something. I don't know. But there's also a lot of civil unrest because of societal tags. And I wish we could get rid of societal tags altogether, because people are people no matter what color your skin is, that's for sure, or what you believe in, or who you worship, or what your sexual orientation is. People are people. I mean, that's basically that's basically that. It looks like the dragon is eating my list. That's kind of cool. Okay, we're going to... Okay, there are only 6. I should say always think positive is number 7, but maybe I'll add that next time. Or right now. Anyways, number 6 is always be yourself. There will never be another you. And I always go into basically the big... What I call the big 3. I know there's a lot more. There's like Mr. Beast or whatever his name is. I don't even know who that is. I don't watch any of his videos, but I don't even really watch any of the videos from like the big 3 or what I would call the big 4. The YouTubers that seem to be the most popular. I used to, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, basically, people who are popular now got popular because they were themselves. They weren't pretending to be somebody else. Sometimes they mirror content. Like I know that Jacksepticeye had his program 3 Scary Games, and Markiplier has his 3 Scary Games, and that really works out really nice because they don't usually review the same scary games, the same 3 scary games per episode, which is really cool. Plus, you get the different perspectives of each game from each perspective, which is kind of cool. And they got there because they were themselves. And I say that a lot because they were themselves, and people noticed that they were themselves and not being a cookie cutter of everybody else, and it really took off for them. And they've helped a lot of charities too, which is awesome. I really highly recommend all of them. I don't think I spelled always right. I can't. Oh well, I'll keep it. I think it's ALAW. I don't even remember how to spell always. Okay. I was going to write always think positive thoughts. But we're near the 15-minute mark. Actually, we're near the 13-minute mark, but there. And we added number 7 that we'll go over every single time now. Always think positive thoughts. And that helps too. Sometimes it isn't possible. I realize that. Sometimes things are pretty bad. But it's always good to be positive and be positive. That is a blood type. Okay. Anyways, I wonder if people with B positive blood actually have a positive personality. I need to fund some research for that. Anyways, or if people with A positive blood have a positive personality. But anyways, that is basically a topic for another time. If you like this content, we're going to go into this in a little bit. First of all, I do have the background back with all of Mecky's pens that she sent me. Very sweet of him to send me those. But anyways, he will be credited in the thing. Anytime I use this background, I try to credit Mecky because of all the pens, and it's my background. And I was lazy a while and didn't use the background when all I had to do was move it from over there to over there. And so yeah. Anyways, this has been a Vlog Friday. Wait. Sorry about that. I had to check my list. As you can see, this is the way that I do movies now. This is going to be supplemental. I go a week in advance. And as you can see, I haven't started on these yet. And this is just for 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. No, 1 a.m. and 3 p.m. actually. So up next, I'm going to need to do Watership Down Part 22, 23, 24, and 25, and Guinevere 7, 8, and 9. I do a Vlog Friday writing challenge. That's for 3 p.m. And the mid-month channel review, which is also at 3 p.m. This does not take into account the product reviews at 9 p.m. Anyways, there's that. And we're going to put that aside. So yeah, this is 18. Vlog Friday number 18. So this is week 18 of that, or episode 18, however you want to look at it. And so, yeah, if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I upload, and if you want to support me in any way, all that information will be in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.